Preparations for the challenge ahead, hoping to come out of the gates strong. A lot going on here in the Queen City. There's Tryon Street in Uptown Charlotte, home of the Hornets. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And for the Hornets, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. All out there with Rozier, and it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Rozier. Now Zeller to the paint. Here's Washington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Washington. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Hayward passes to Zeller. Gordon against Rozier. Passes it to Ball. Just 4 to shoot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. Fultz, the bounce pass. On the wing, Gordon. He's covered by Washington. Back to Vucevic. Gordon trying to break loose. Second shot opportunity. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight.
Now here's Fultz. Vucevic with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Rozier after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Rozier against Isaac. 17-foot shot on the way. Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Fournier, and stolen by Hayward. Ball, the pass to Washington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Clearly a foul.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Some changes for Charlotte. Miles Bridges comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. And the Magic making a change here as well. Bacon, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Both shots good from the stripe. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Fournier against Rozier. Lays it up off the glass.
I'd like to see more of this from Evan Fournier. He's proven he has the size and touch to score inside.
Fultz against Graham. Pass to Zeller. Rozier kicks to Bridges. Graham in the corner. Off target from outside. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. Trailing by 2. And there's the feed to Fournier. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Graham surveying the floor. Over Fultz. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. The Magic have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
And Doris, one thing that's never been an issue for Fultz, that handle. Great at navigating in traffic for himself or creating opportunities for his teammates.
Right, Markelle is so adept at using change of pace, change of direction. It's a little bit of a herky-jerky motion. He'll lull you to sleep and then out of nowhere cross you over. This guy is fun to watch.
And the Hornets making a change here. Biombo's checked in, so Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Aminu comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Ross is checked in for Fournier. And Anthony subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Now here's Anthony. Here is Ross. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Three-pointer, Graham. Charlotte gets it back. Rozier kicks to Bridges. No good with the triple. Orlando trailing here. Ross with it. The dish now to Bamba. Shoots over Graham. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Charlotte's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Bridges. Offensive rebound. Pass to Washington. Got a piece of it. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. Anthony can't hit. Hornets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Anthony with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Up top, Graham. From deep. Tips it. It's good on the putback. Rozier's got 5 now.
This is what Terry Rozier gives you. Out of the point guard position, the willingness to rebound the position. That's part of his appeal.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's Charlotte leading by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Ball. Hayward out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Biyombo at the 5, roaming the paint. Anthony kicks to Gordon. Anthony on the wing. Graham defending. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Ball against Gordon. And it goes down 2 points. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
That's good from Anthony. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. The Magic also changing it up. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And Fournier subbed in for Ross. And both free throws good for Anthony. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. At the elbow, Zeller. There's the pass to Hayward. Outside, Ball. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Fournier. Ball, no good. The Magic trail by 6.
And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is ability to get on the backboards and rebound with a high efficiency and production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league.
Anthony against Graham. Anthony, the pass to Fournier. They get the rebound. Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, there is a will, a drive. Aaron Gordon showing he wants to be more active on the glass.
Passes it the ball. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Back to Graham. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Fournier. Got a hand on it.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And always a solid rebounder. Hayward took it to a whole new level last year.
He certainly did, Greg. This guy was up at 6.5 rebounds per game, easily a career high, and consider he did it at both ends. And to me, that's the versatility that this guy brings that helps you succeed. He doesn't have to be your leading scorer to impact winning.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Washington's checked in for Bridges. And it's Rozier in for Devontae Graham. Then for the Magic, Baconese checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Fultz in for Anthony.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Out to the right wing. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Drains it from beyond the arc. Rozier's got the lead up to 10 now for Charlotte. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Fultz. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
And here is Rozier. He's got 8. Pass to Washington. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
The Magic trail by 10. Up top, Fultz. He's covered by Ball. The offensive rebound. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Poke loose. And so here's Orlando. Fultz dishes to Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. The shot, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Gordon Hayward has an exceptional ability to get out on the break. This guy's a terrific athlete who the defense has trouble staying in front of.
Now here's Fultz. Feeds to Vucevic. It's deflected. And the first half is now in the books. Hornets lead by 12. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They turned up the heat in the second quarter. And they're in good position for the second half with their lead standing at 12. Shaq, let's get your take on Charlotte.
On offense, they've been very efficient, taking good shots and hitting them. That's very important. The confidence has to be through the roof heading into the second half.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
Their rebounding was an issue. I don't think that they showed the toughness that they need. It'll be a focus for them in the second half, I'm sure. They need to establish a physical presence inside.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the court for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. Fultz against ball.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Fultz looking around. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
To me, Aaron Gordon has all the tools you want for a player on the rise. Very good establishing chemistry with his teammates, and all the necessary attributes are there to take a big jump.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in. Orlando also making some changes. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Aminu comes in for Isaac, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Fournier. And both free throws good for Gordon.
In a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris, fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
That free throw missing. Anthony's checked in for the Magic. And he's good on the second. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Kicks to Gordon. Back to Anthony. Lets it go from the wing. Zeller grabs the board.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Bridges, no one around him. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Bridges has got his first 3 points of the game. The Magic trail by 10, and we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Biyombo is checked in for Zeller. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. And a change for the Magic. Bacon, he's checked in for Anthony. There's the lob to the hoop. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Hornets leading by 8. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Biombo. Pass to Washington. Back to Biombo. Second chance shot. Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
Ross, that's good.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. The pass to Rozier. Now, here's Biombo, covered by Bamba. Biombo in the post. He's against Bamba. Biombo, no luck.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Aminu, the pass to Gordon. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Rozier against Ross. Count it, good. Rozier's got 10 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Bamba kicks to Aminu. The Hornets pull it in. Bridges has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's foul number 2 for him. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Now Fultz. He has 5. Isaac finds Vucevic. Outside Fournier. It's good from long range. He's got 9.
Well, you love the leap that Fournier has taken in this area. This guy a very dangerous shooter.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Hornets ahead. They're up by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Graham. We got Hayward. Bridges out there with Zeller. Then it's Ball, and it's Graham in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Rebound by the Magic.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just 1 pass more?
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Ball dishes to Zeller. Here's Graham. Pass to Bridges. Outside, Ball. Shot clock at 6. Down low. And the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Ball against Fournier. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Vucevic finds Fultz. And it's Gordon missing.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Shot by Zeller, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Fultz. Banked in off the glass.
One of the keys as a perimeter player is always stay focused through contact. Markelle Fultz makes that shot despite the physical contact.
Out to the wing. Graham against Fultz. Graham kicks to Zeller. They double in with Vucevic. Graham from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. It's a 5-point game. Hayward against Isaac. Pass to Gordon. Outside Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. And Vucevic kicks to Isaac. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Isaac comes to help. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Washington comes in for Bridges, and Terry Rozier subbed in for Ball. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. He gets it in there.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving, don't sit back and be passive.
To the middle. Vucevic down low. He's covered by Zeller. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut back down to 5 points on the make from Vucevic. And the Hornets call time here. They lead by 5. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Markelle Fultz.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Washington finds Graham. Out left to the wing. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Isaac against Graham. Isaac passes to Gordon. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Charlotte leading by 5. Baseline try. Here's Zeller, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Going to the line, Tony Zeller.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
Here's Fultz. Here's Vucevic. Oh, my goodness! What a play! That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Wow, Vucevic with the big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
Rozier gets in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the position.
Oh!
Wow. Vucevic so confident in himself, and his teammates come along with him.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Rozier against Ross. Now, here's Rozier. Guarded closer. From past the arc. Rebounded by Isaac. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're down by 5. 12 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, what do you think?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Takes the three. It's money from deep.
How about the young gun comfortable in the clutch? Jonathan Isaac delivering.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're in front by 2. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he commits the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He gets the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
From deep. Misses the shot. So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.